If you're a young person, like just go to your company. If you see automation, first ask your managers and some people who work there how this process work. Then, when you're gonna understand how this process work, start to do automation.
Uber burned the whole AI budget in 3 months and got like zero output.
They have like bill for $1 billion because AWS billing system is down today.
Like you automated yourself to bankruptcy. Okay. Hi, my name is Severin. I am research software developer, ML AI engineer, and today we are going to talk about AI integration, specifically like how AI actually, integrates in businesses, not necessarily like small, also big businesses. Some of the stuff I've seen around does not make sense to me at all from the engineering point of view, and we are going to explain how to make sense of it.
Hello, my name is Alex. I've been in software for 10 years. I know how to deliver the ideas to production, and right now I'm using AI to help me do it. And I hope I'm gonna share some ideas with you.
Yeah, basically, everyone uses AI for software development nowadays, maybe except, some top people, but most of the things right now are somehow tied to AI, and like not obvious thing, at least to me, is why we don't see any, tangible benefits from that. What I see lately is, let's say like Zuckerberg says AI agent tech is developing more slowly than expected. We are going to discuss like news from Amazon as well, like Amazon staff use AI tool for unnecessary tasks to inflate usage scores. This all things about like token maxing, KPIs tied to token usage. I see a lot of this stuff, and I just don't understand how is it possible to just waste a ton of money in giant and quite effective organization. What do you think?
Token usage and results is two different things. A lot of people just say that you're gonna be AI ready company, buy subscriptions, cloud, like Google, etc., or some external product. They just trying to integrate it, and they have zero result over the end. It's not about how much token you spend and how much your business is growing after usage of it, how many hours you save, and 90% of the companies just spend more money and have zero results after.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not obvious how can it happen when they have extremely qualified managers. I work for a software company. Like we think about things before we do them. We have guardrails all over the place. And for people who do not know, you can't just waste $1 million having a cloud subscription or ChatGPT subscription on the workplace. Usually people have this pro subscriptions. Your employer pays like $20 per month or maybe $100 per month, and you have limited amount of tokens or limited amount of queries to AI, and then you have to wait, and you have this usage limits every 5 hours and every week. But it looks like that in some companies, management just decided that okay, we will allow everyone to use AI with any billing budget, and everyone can run $1,000 job any day of the week. Do you understand how it works?
It used to be a lot because subscriptions are changing, because $20 right now it's something that can help you to deliver. It used to be $20 1 year ago give you opportunity to run something that equal $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And people right now trying to understand how AI works. They do not have enough resources to do that.
Yeah.
And some of them just able to deliver something, but they basically can't based on the restrictions, and based on nobody teach them how to use properly their $20.
Yeah, that's a big point, because and that leads to our next discussion topic is like how we actually make sense of AI at the workplace. Big companies and like arguably small companies as well, they just buy AI subscriptions and they hope for the best. And from my perspective, AI integration or AI workflow augmentation or something like that is not a thing that you can decide with pen and paper. It's not like, okay, we have new policy, everyone is using AI regardless. And all of a sudden, company delivers 2,000% instead of regular 50% annual growth or whatever. So this is not how it works. I feel like AI integration is a habit and something people should be taught how to do. What do you think? Does it make sense?
AI integration is so abstract point. So you can have a couple of levels of AI integration. You can have summarizations that everybody can do, right, and it can give you a lot of value. Then you can have AI automation that you can do some like repeated processes that predefine it, and you can have AI decision-making point.
Right.
Each point costs thousands more dollars, and you have to decide which level of your organization is a good fit for it. And you can grab your tools for your purpose and for levels that you're ready to integrate to day-to-day activities, and all of your people in your company can understand what is it and why they need it.
Yes, and the catch about this thing is when you buy subscription, you can use ChatGPT or Claude as a chatbot. You can write code with it, but what you are describing is like AI automations, and that's a bit different because for AI automation you need to configure certain environment. Maybe you need to hire a professional to like analyze your workflow, and this is like next level. So you have basic subscriptions, then you have like a custom configurations, and you set up this like clever as AI workflows all over the place, and they have to work. And I feel like a lot of enterprise players, they just miss this idea completely because they either not integrate AI correctly and do not set up these workflows, or they constrain workflows, and you still need someone to press enter. Okay, I confirm this thing. And don't get me wrong. I think AI should have certain limitations and human in the loop, but this is the problem with bigger companies and AI automations there, that it's too big, it's too ineffective at some places, and it just doesn't work.
It's just a simple example. Like imagine you just start having a river in your backyard. So it's a huge river, a lot of water. You can do a lot of things with this water. You can grab your mug, go there and drink water. It's like, imagine it's like chatbot usage. It's kind of cool because you have like free water. You do not need to go somewhere to grab it, and water came to you. And you can build a ship and deliver some cargo from your house to your neighborhood.
Right.
It's some next level. You need to build a ship. And you can generate electricity out of this water. Okay. It's gonna generate more revenue for a company. So basically, but you need to understand principle of the physics and principle of the common sense to make something out of this river. If you're gonna just randomly throw your mug inside of your river, you will not be able to grab the water. Your mug gonna be gone. So the same with AI. You need to understand common principles of the engineering and common sense just to grab benefits out of AI.
Yeah, that's true. And I think a lot of people, and let's talk about small businesses now, completely miss this point. They think, okay, we have our small business working, and now AI is going to be everywhere. We want to do something with AI ASAP. They try to build something on their own, and then it doesn't work. And who to blame? Of course, AI companies. And I think, and here is interesting idea. Sometimes you cannot just copy someone else's service and build it in-house. Sometimes you need to hire an external contractor to build a pretty, focused, reliable, and cheap workflow automation. And this is how I think small businesses should do it. Because anyway, they receive AI regardless of what they think about AI through like CRM systems, for instance. Like previously, this customer, tracking systems, they basically wrote, if you have like a newsletter or you have automatic like email sending procedure, whatever, it's pretty generic. Like you have one text, you're sending it to all of your customers or a subsection of your customers. But now with AI, these CRM systems can, tailor emails, think about the customer a bit more, fetch information from your conversation with customer, and now email looks a bit nicer.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same.
Do you see it?
I mean, it's the same, like, is this, like, you have a river, like a tropic, Google, it's somebody that responsible that water is in the river.
Okay.
You're responsible to build something to use this water. I mean, and you can use some providers that have some instructions, but you need to understand how can you improve your house and in your like business actually using these products. Sometimes it's gonna be completely useless. I mean, if you have to write 20 emails to your real customers about some business propositions that you know that you already has like engagement with them, it's better to write by your own because you exactly know the context why they want to buy your product. You can have a code with them and have better output. If you want to write a cold emails and you don't know your customers and you have approximate data for a lot of data sources, it's gonna make sense because you don't know what to do and you have a tools how to save your time to do this matching between some end goal and what you have right now. I mean, like businesses using AI, I know like a lot of businesses have like benefits because they have like small teams, they do not have a lot of people to handle some job. And they're using AI to bootstrap something bigger, to bootstrap the abilities that only enterprises had before. But some of the companies just like wasting money because they just want to be AI companies, and it's kind of like zero output because you don't know why you're using it.
So like don't try to build your company around AI. That's the idea. Try to integrate it in a smart way. So like do not replace people. Your idea is that you want to automate like 90% of the movement around the judgment, but not the judgment itself, right? If you have like 5 workflows, if you're an accountant, you have like 5 steps to your daily work. If you can automate just one, that's enough. That's good start, and you will save yourself, like 5 hours a week, and that's fine. It's cool, and let's move on. No need to rebuild your company around AI, because again, like if you are locked in with a specific AI provider and something happens, conflict, another clever decision from the government, you're not going to be able to access your AI, or AI price will, skyrocket. That's really bad. So you should be kind of flexible with this. You should be able to switch these like AI models, and in order to set up such a system, you need certain custom solution. And in most cases, your employees are not qualified to develop these custom solutions. So think about AI integration not in a hype way, but in an engineering way. And this is like how I see it, because when I read this headlines about Uber burned the whole AI budget in 3 months and got like 0 output, I just see a bad system with bad management getting bad results out of okay technology. At least I can call it okay right now. Maybe in the future it will be like flawless. But anyway, you have to do correct decisions to get productive results. That's just my point.
Yeah, I mean, like even, like I'm building, for example, not companies that used to be before. I'm building AI first company, and for invoices, and if we are building it based on the knowledge for industry, you can build generic flow for invoices for everything. We are building separate processing for construction, separate for accounting, and we based all ideas based on the business understanding, and you can have output of AI during this processing. I mean, so first you have a knowledge, and this knowledge with automation can be used with AI, and big companies doing it, like Microsoft integrating Copilot to a lot of companies, and they have thousands of different Copilots. These Copilots just basically train on accounting data, another account training on internal data to find documentation inside of the company. It's not product for everybody, it's a lot of products that specific for somebody.
So it's basically like you tailor your solution for your specific use case. And this is the best way to actually do it. Like people who pitch this like autonomous AI agents who will be able to replace your like sales team, they are clueless. Like it's not gonna work. It should be like really specific, as you said. Like we have a special workflow for specific, reports or specific like invoices from construction, and we just understand how they work. We know all the fields, we know all the inputs, or at least roughly what to expect, and then we will build like a simple workflow that analyzes and gives you results, and that's it. Like you don't need to have any AI console thinking about it, trying to write custom software for each and every problem. That's not the thing, and it's expensive. We don't want that. Okay, one other thing about AI integration that I really hate is when people trying to enforce AI in the form of, okay, you have to use this amount of tokens. And like we have this AI leaderboards, and whoever uses more AI is the best guy, on the block. That's insane. And this is not how it's supposed to be. It looks like in programming we used to have this idea of if you write more lines of code, you're a better programmer. But even your code base becomes bloated and useless, and you have a lot of dead code, but you produce a lot of lines, so you're supposed to be a good programmer. Not the case. It's not the case again. We have to be, quality first. So my idea, AI should be cheap and tailored. Then it should be integrated seamlessly, like a second layer to the business. We should not, force people to change their lives and habits on the spot to increase, productivity. It should be like optional thing that increases productivity if you want. And I want, people to understand that it could be done easily, and you can motivate people to do it with your own examples. Because right now, and this is my last point about this topic, it's like I'm looking at like AI use at US businesses report, and they're basically saying that all across the board, AI usage or AI adoption kind of reached certain number, like 20%, 10%, 40% of like people in certain field use AI or expect AI usage. But like since 2025, it kind of flattened. So we do not see more and more people using AI or like more and more people adopting AI. We see a trend where adoption actually happened, but it happened from the top to the bottom, and now we should work in reverse from the bottom to the top when people actually say, okay, we have these problems, we need them solved, and we can use AI for that.
Yeah, I mean, it's as you said, it's a different level of integration to using chatbots for customer support, using for email writing and summarization. It's easy point for US companies to use it. Because like Microsoft knocked their door and said, you can use Copilot for your team. It was like easy because they do not need to understand AI much to do it.
Exactly.
Second stage that happens right now that like AI agents and something like around it it's hard. People need to take time to integrate it,
Yeah.
and they do not see value out of it if you do not hire like professionals to do it. And overall, AI stuck at this point that it has like borderline, like red line, that companies need to understand with their business models. They need to understand the restrictions, because you have a model that AI is doing inside of your system. To integrate it, you need to understand how you want to test it and what it have to be implemented. And then you have to brainstorm with your team the results of the AI and understand if it's solved the business problem or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can invest a lot of money and have zero results after, because you can understand that AI at this moment of time can solve these problems in your company based on the logical sense or regulation sense. Because you could understand that some of the decisions have to be done by people, and if you can't, using custom software, do this people integration inside of your AI workflow, this basically means that you can't use AI in this case, because regulator like healthcare, finance, etc. If AI gonna make a decisions that AI do not supposed to do, that means that your company could lose like millions of dollars out of your AI integration.
Yeah, like you automated yourself to bankruptcy. Yeah, happens many such cases, especially among startups, right? Okay, I mean, yeah, again, I see a lot of people who build their companies around this idea of, okay, we're AI native, everything in our company is done by AI, and AI verified and AI validated, and they end up having like the most mediocre AI generated slop product, which everyone hates. And one example of that is some guys I know tried to create basically like AI accounting app, and it flopped because every accountant who tried this app said it looks bad, user experience is awful, and AI does not help. You have to have all your things in the right place, in the software you like, and maybe AI can assist you with like manual, comparison of two files, or manual like data transfer from one app to another. This is possible, and this is something I would prefer AI to do.
Yeah, how many incidents before AI AWS has per year, major, it's probably zero. This year it's already a couple ones, and today a lot of people in the link, they have like bill for $1 billion because AWS billing system is down today.
Yes.
And basically, it looks like AWS, for example, do vibe coding and they do not validate the outputs.
I do not understand what do they do there. Actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like example. If you're using AI to deliver something quicker and you want to like fire people, it's kind of fine, but you could have an output that you block the accounts of your customers and send them invoices for a couple of $1 billion for $10 usage. So it's like classical example. Use AI, but careful, and do not bring your business to bankruptcy, because AWS can do it if you're a small company and you're gonna lose reputations. You can have a lot of competition in the market. You can lose your company because of your AI. AI could bring you to bankruptcy.
Yeah, exactly. So the bottom line, at least for me, is AI is a good technology. We can get a lot of like benefit from it, but marketing kills it, and like incompetent management kills all the velocity that this idea has right now. So I think from a responsible engineer point of view, I have to explain that AI will help small businesses, medium businesses, and enterprise companies to reduce, cross team friction, to reduce the manual work. AI will increase worker productivity, but you have to do it the smart way. And especially if you're a young person, learn more about that. You don't need to be an AI expert, but if you are just starting in your career and you see an opportunity, you see like there's something that works pretty bad at the company, or other stuff you don't like, you have to do it all the time could be automated to some extent. At least knowing that will help you to explore options, offer these options to your employer, and you will get more, credit for it. You can accelerate your career doing that. I think so. At least I tried it, and it works relatively good. So learn how it works. Do not fall for like flashy YouTube videos with demos where you can build a perfect website with one prompt. It's not like that. It doesn't work like that. And maybe we'll talk about it next time, because I actually tried everything. Like me and my brother, we tried a lot of stuff. It's a bit more complicated than that. But overall, be curious, try things for yourself. And then if it works good, like, AI for personal productivity, for instance, like do your personal budgeting with AI. If it works, you can, drop a file from your, credit card, like summary for the last month, and AI can tell you where you overspent, where you can, save money, and it looks adequate, and you see results in your life, positive results. Just approach your employer and say, okay, we have similar reports, or we have similar files. We can let AI handle some stuff from there, or at least, maybe conflict detection, maybe like error detection. Simple things like that will help a ton.
So you can use AI to solve the problem. You need to understand the problem. If you're a young person, like just go to your company. If you see automation, first ask your managers and some people who work there how this process works. Then, when you're gonna understand how this process works, start to do automation of some parts. Automation is not AI, it's just from point A to point B. If you write a code using, for example, Claude as helper,
right,
you can understand how to do it. Then, when you have automation, you can use AI orchestration to use this automation to deliver something. But you can see it's not easy, it's a lot of steps, and just do not try to do something quick, because everything that you're doing without thinking could work, but it could work in low percentage, chances. More you know about the product, more you know about workflow and classic companies, more chances that your AI gonna help not follow your company to bankruptcy. And you need to have a job.
Fair enough.
And do not ruin the company.
Fair enough. I think this is actually a good perspective. You should try something like that. And again, if you see potential in something, suggest hiring your local AI expert, invest in your local economy, and feel good. Bye-bye.
Thank you.